So basically, J-Mane went to O-Block, and then EDogg, if you don't know EDogg, pressed him or gave him some kind of bad energy that caused him to leave in a hurry.
First time, so shout out to everybody who was involved. Now we finna basically go back to the O and give back some of the whoops that I created.
Okay, I can kind of like understand some of the negative energy towards J-Mane because, all right, this is the whole thing. For those who don't remember, J-Mane used to be a straight up drill rapper. Like, he used to actually, and just so for the record, anybody who's like spamming L's in the chat, you will have your ability to comment permanently thwarted on here. You will be banned permanently. But basically, like, you know, when you think about when people switch over and decide they want to become like an activist or a figure in the community, a lot of times they don't keep the same exact style of dress as they previously did. You know, they switch over to wearing these like long flowing robes and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with J-Mane, that might be part of why there's some like negative energy being brought to him, is because he's basically still dressing / like acting the part that he was during his prior era as a disrespectful drill rapper. You get me? And so basically, I feel like that's part of why he's getting negative energy. And just for the record, D. Vasquez, you're only saying this now. You never said any of this to J-Mane. I feel like you might need to get timed out, because that is just such a retarded fucking thing to say. Oh, look at that. Look at this guy. This guy, Richard Mandingo, spelling the N-word in the chat. Good job. Sadie got him before I could get him. But anyway, like, to put it in perspective, J-Mane has songs on YouTube right now where he's like smoking on dead people associated with O-Block. And I think that becomes an issue in this episode, is that they basically tell him that if he wants to come to O-Block, he needs to like delete those videos. And I guess he wasn't feeling it. See, I feel like we're 12 minutes into the video, 13 minutes into the video. I don't think enough has happened yet. I feel like, and this is like my same criticism on DJU's vlog from the Lil Durk show. It's like, these videos don't need to be 40 minutes. You could make a really good 12 minutes, maybe 15, maybe 18. But this is a little too slow for me. Yeah, I feel like J-Mane should have gone in like full Muslim garb. He should have been rocking the like long sheet and the little hat, all that. But I mean, Sadiq is like a big Muslim power player in this area, and he's dressed like a normal dude too. So I guess it's all good.
I know what y'all see.
But you gotta think about it from the perspective of like the O-Blockians. They're looking at J-Mane as somebody who, you know, was making diss songs. And even more recently, like the last year or two, is, you know, realistically like putting out videos where he's kind of like making light of a lot of situations like Tay Savage and so getting into shootouts and all this kind of shit. And then he shows up at O-Block. It still looks like the same guy. That's why I'm advocating for why he should have been wearing the fucking Muslim robe and all that kind of shit. Because I feel like, you know, if you show up and you have a completely different style of dress, now granted that would not necessarily be consistent, because obviously he doesn't dress like that way all the time. But I do kind of feel like, you know, him showing up and just seeming as if he's the same dude that was putting out diss songs about their hood, that is complicated. Go home, goodbye. Yo. That girl's face really says it all about how famous J-Mane has gotten. This girl can't even believe she's seeing her.
How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Go home. Right here, man. That's how we come. Cool,
oh, okay. This is Ike Munna, who we actually interviewed a little while back. He's more like a singer. I don't know if he's like pushing peace per se, but he's definitely, you know, has a good level head on his shoulders, not really in the bullshit. Doesn't seem like he wants to fetishize the violence, let's say. So he is kind of like an opportune person for J-Mane to be linking up with, because I don't think I think he wants to see the violence stop. Monarchy, younger dude. So like up to this point, it seems like everybody's welcoming J Mane.
What's up, man?
It's all good vibes. Oh, shoebox baby. God, he looks all grown and shit now. I've known him for like 4 or 5 years, so I guess that should be expected. I felt like he was a child when I met him. What? Okay, so understand that J Mane might be like 10 years older than Monarchy. So now he's kind of hitting him with like some serious questions, saying, why y'all ain't start that trend when we were shorties? This is a kid who's been traumatized by, you know, growing up around all this crazy ass violence and shit. But I mean, to be fair, he could definitely be asking that same question of a lot of the people from O Block themselves. It's not like this is a one-way street. Okay. Should he have been did it? For sure. But everybody got to do it at some point sooner or later, you know? Fucking hell, I got to email myself this fucking link now. So he's right, but then at the same time, it's like, shit, everybody got to, if you're going to push peace, it's just going to have to start at some point, and it's not going to necessarily, you know, it's like people are going to have to just let grievances go at a certain point. J Mane is acknowledging that he's not perfect and he was involved with all this bullshit. Now, the valid part of what he said is now you're doing it when the internet's involved. I feel you. That's actually like the most valid criticism, I think, because, you know, if J Mane was doing all this stuff without a camera crew, now granted, like it would be less impactful because people just literally wouldn't know, or you'd be able to see other people's angles. We'd be seeing all these pages posting iPhone clips from other people of J Mane instead of him posting the YouTube version like this. It would probably come across as more sincere, but I also think that him getting the message out there to people is important enough that I think that it's pretty good that he's making content out of it. I couldn't really see it going the other way. On the Couch TV said him doing it off camera, they'll still say the same shit, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree. That's why I feel like it's worth it for him to make the video, because this video at least tells the whole story, basically, of how this day went. Whereas, like, you know what it would be. If he didn't have this video, it would have been like an iPhone clip of him walking out of O Block, and it would have been titled, you know, FYB J Mane gets kicked out of O Block, and then we wouldn't have a video to go back to be able to determine what actually happened. You know what I'm saying?
If you push a piece, take that shit down, brother. That's the first step.
I'm very interested to see his response to this, because it would be super easy to take that shit down. But at the same time, if he takes that shit down, I mean, the 300 Dead Ops got 2.1 million views. Actually, that's not even on his channel. That's on somebody else's channel. So I don't even know if he would be able to, you know, get that taken down.
Camera shit ain't about nothing. Take that. That's the first step, bro.
Yeah, the song, it should be vice versa on both sides then,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, on both sides. So are we taking down the fucking King Von diss tracks about people and shit like that? That is a good point. Shoebox baby, you've been dissing people like this month. You gonna take all that shit down? I mean, you might not be talking all crazy about the GDs and shit necessarily, but you've been dissing some people. Asking J Mane to do that, when realistically this is something that everybody in that world does, I agree it would be a smart decision for J Mane to do it, because that would show that he's like taking over a new leaf, at least the ones that are on his channel. But to be real, like all the ones I just saw when I searched it up, none of those, look at, none of the songs, let's go, videos, oldest, let's see what we got here. I feel like a lot of, oh, wait. None of the stuff, yeah, because none of the stuff that's like full of disses is going to be on his channel, really, because this stuff is all like, you know, he had to get a whole new YouTube channel. So a lot of this stuff is only like a year old. So like, you know, if I had to guess, this like Billionaire Black and FYB J Mane probably got some disses in it, right? But like most of the really derogatory stuff that's really dissing ops is not on his channel, so it's not really going to be his choice. Well, I say that, but then a year ago he re-uploaded Took Her to the O King Von diss. So actually there definitely is some stuff that if he wanted to, he could make a statement and take down some of that shit. Let's be real.
I don't know if y'all ain't been following my movement, but I don't even like place it.
I don't know if y'all ain't been following my movement, aka fuck y'all. Y'all ain't really fans of me. Y'all don't really follow me. Y'all ain't paying attention to the fact that I actually have been doing a lot of the stuff that you're basically telling me to do right now.
I don't even really.
Wait, they're saying you can already see EDogg in the background? I'm gonna be real. I didn't really know that EDogg was like the bully in this shit. Not the bully, but like I didn't know that he would necessarily be the one throwing the gauntlet down. You could have pushed peace from the start. Let's be real. He's a product of the environment that he grew up in. The shit, because think about it. It's an old block resident who basically started all this shit. Yes, I know we can go to various other people who are like less popular, but Chief Keef made drilling famous in Chicago. This is about to be where it gets good. Just for everybody out there, people are saying this is where it gets good. I think this is where EDogg makes his appearance. For those who don't know who EDogg is, this is him right here. We did an interview with right here, fucking O Block BJ. And he brought EDogg along with him. And then look right here, we got Money Key growing up in O Block, etc. Even right below that, we got a very controversial O Block member, Big Mike. I don't know if O Block member necessarily is an appropriate description, but you know, something along those lines. Ah, here we go. This is EDogg coming up out the woodwork. He done put me on DJ TVU talking, or DJ UTV talking about. I'm ready to slap his ass. Oh shit, this is heated. But it is notable that like basically a year ago, J Mane was telling that story and not really talking about the push and peace angle. So that is kind of a revelation.
He can't do this shit. I got no say so. I ain't got no respect for him. I love you. With me, though. I love you. You should be disrespectful, but you doing it for me, though. Turn the cameras out.
Oh, see, look at that. J Mane didn't even like stick around for shit to get super hectic. You know, honestly, EDogg was only like barking at him for like a minute. And he just sort of wandered his ass off. Now, I have seen both sides of this being discussed, where I've seen people saying that this is very mature and respectable on J Mane's part, that he didn't stick around for this shit to get real crazy. But then on the other side of things, I've seen people saying that if you really want to be a cornerstone for pushing peace, then you basically, in this exact situation, you should stick it out regardless of if you are in an uncomfortable position. Because let's be real, if he had stood there and just argued with EDogg for, you know, an hour, they probably could have come to a resolution. But then at the same time, you don't know if EDogg got that pipe on him. And if he chooses to lay your ass down on camera, well, that doesn't seem like a very good idea. Hopefully he would not actually do that or even really consider doing that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to know in the chat. Chat, tell me, do you think that J Mane should have stuck around for all the smoke? Or do you think that he should have dipped out like that? Let's do a little poll. I'm going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll in the chat. Start a poll. Did J Mane do the right thing by leaving? Like I want J Mane to be walking out of this situation with his head up, prideful. I do kind of wish he had stuck it out a little bit longer. But EDogg was bringing that abrasive ass energy, so I do feel it. I just feel like, you know, maybe it would have got a little bit more respect if he had hung out and just argued for a little bit longer. I mean, definitely, like, I'm sensing a different emotion in his face. I wonder if he feels in any way kind of like, you know, ashamed or upset about how that just went down. I'm not really sure. On a Couch TV said, J Mane was smart. They don't care about shooting on camera. Well, damn. I hope that they do care about shooting on camera, because that would be so fucking ignorant and crazy. But, yeah, he probably did do the smart thing.
Damn. Fuck. You could try it, man. Fuck. Damn.
You extended your hand.
He crying. You think that was crying? Wait.
We had a lot of good.
Do you think that were there tears? I don't think he's crying. I think he's just a little upset.
Damn.
Oh, but he is sniffling a little bit. Oh man.
You could try it, man. Fuck. Damn.
You extended your hand.
Wow, that was crazy. He was not like, it's not like he was wiping tears from his cheeks, but he did seem a little sad. Damn. I'm gonna be real. That just made me way less interested in going to the fucking to O-Block or these places in general, man. That's, I don't know, man. That was a little weird. I feel like they just ought to like, okay, they just ought to like give the man a little bit more respect because he's doing something that nobody else in the history of the drill culture has ever done.